Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to On the Mic with Mike. Mike King here, part of the Mike King Biz Radio Network, coming to you from the ESPN studio. So you can hear me on ESPN Richmond 106.1, The Choice 105.3, as well as International Business Growth Radio. So, hey, we got the proprietors of 6335, friends of the program. It's been a while since you guys been back on. That's because you're busy doing everything under the sun. All right, so we got Johnny and Son. Welcome back to the program, folks. Welcome back.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having us.
All righty. So really quickly, let's get the elevator pitch. Who is and what is 6335?
Well, of course, in Richmond, you have to be a restaurant first, so we really focus on the food there. And we also provide entertainment we have an adult nightlife.
You guys do have an adult nightlife. Yes, you do.
Fridays, after 9, DJ start at 9 on Friday, Saturday. Or our entertainment starts at 9 o'clock. So more your restaurant entertainment venue.
So not only that, you guys are you went through the pandemic like everybody else, still standing. Number of folks are still standing, but all through that, people know you guys as like the community group too. I mean, you guys take on some causes. I know a bunch of people show up at the door. Can you help?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, they do. You guys say yes a lot of times. Why is that so important to you?
I mean, we feel like that's the reason we're in this position, to be honest. If we were on the other side of the door, we would want to hear a yes to. So, we just feel like that's the reason we're blessed and we continue to get opportunities. It's because of our giving nature.
When you came, so pandemic, before pandemic, everybody's rocking and rolling. You guys are packed. I mean, every time I look, you guys are packed. Pandemic hits, ain't nothing happening. What did you learn coming out of the pandemic that you didn't do before that you like, we're still going to continue doing that?
Just our door to curb service for the most part. Focusing more on the to-go stuff. I mean, we couldn't really slow that down once we got it going. And then the Grubhub. We weren't on Grubhub or DoorDash for a while. So, just getting back on those platforms and again, the to-go and takeout thing, we really focus on that as far as the food.
Kind of had to restructure the entire business.
The whole thing had to be. And what was the constant besides you two? You two are the constant, doing people don't realize, like you say, you have a party and friends think, I'm going to come by. People think you guys can sit down with them.
No.
And they get upset. You're not going to, do you see me doing 18 other things?
Right. And people do get upset sometimes.
Yes, they do.
But
because they told you I was going to come by.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm coming by. Okay. And they think
you never know when someone's going to fall out sick, where you're going to be short and you've got to fill in wherever you're lacking.
What's going to break, what's going to spill. It's constantly, things we have to manage other than just people coming in and the sales. We also flooded toilets. We've been through it all. Broken refrigerator in the middle of the night. Cash register printer shuts down. Got to figure out how to fix that in the middle. So there's always something to fix. And most of the time, we're the only two that knows how or have an idea how to.
The hard part about it is, and I tell people when they look at that, is the restaurant or bar business, you kind of make your money at night.
Yes.
But the business side of it has to be done during the day. So there's no real, like we had a conversation about brunch before. And I don't think a lot of people, everybody loves brunch. I'm like, oh my God, how come you guys stopped doing brunch? But when you talked about closing up on Saturday night.
Yes. Getting out at about 4 o'clock, 3:30, and then having our staff come right back in the kitchen will have to get there at 8:30 to prep. And then our service bartenders have to be there at least by 9:30, 10 to prep and get ready to open after they've, been working all week. They all have other jobs besides 6335. So to ask them to get up on a Sunday and get in 10 o'clock in the morning at the latest, that's a lot to ask for from the staff. So we just
to be at their best.
Right.
And their best, they killed it last night. And now we're back again.
Have to clean up and flip the restaurant. It's of course a more intimate dining setting when you're doing lunch. So brunch. So it's different. It's a lot more work than it's work. to be
So
honest.
a while back, not too long ago, you said, "Hey, I'm going to come on the show,"
Yes.
and you said, "Hey, I'm going to be on Mike King's show," and I wrote you and said, "You are? I don't see you on there."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Explain the name because you, like I said, you're involved in a lot of things in the community.
Right.
I was expecting to see Johnny on the roster.
Okay.
Then all of a sudden, so tell
You
folks.
saw the community minded partnership.
There we go. Let's talk about that. Man.
Well, it's a nonprofit. I started this about I say 8 years ago when I came back from Florida. So I was living in Florida, came back home, and to be honest, it's almost like I went in a shock. You know, I'm living this life out there, and I come home and there's trash everywhere, community rundown. So I just was like, man, I got to do something. So I started community-minded partnerships. I started helping small businesses in my community, which is Northside Brooklyn Park Boulevard area. And it was doing well. I mean, to be honest, you know, then the politics got involved and it kind of ran me out of the city, you know what I mean? And it just opened my eyes to the political side of how businesses are affected by politics. So I kind of took a break, hiatus, and then I got a job opportunity in Maryland left. Then I came back and I came into the 6335 situation, which put that on pause again. But now I, you know, have more connections, have a little bit more juice behind me.
You got some juice. You know some people.
Yeah, so now I got a little more juice behind me. I'm like, all right, now it's time to revamp this thing. And I mean, I won't say do what's right, but you know, do what I feel like I need to do in order.
So what kind of services are you gonna offer?
I
to help
mean,
people with?
we've been there as far as resources for small businesses. I mean, I do free consultations to help them at least get started on their feet. We host different events to raise money. That's why you probably see us out in Atlanta and Miami, just because of the climate's not ideal for Richmond. But what I want to do is kind of show them the format and how we're supposed to do it, and then learn from people who have done it out in those areas, who have been successful, you know, in banking, etc. That can kind of help us get the resources again we need in our community to uplift our, you know, our people. And long story short.
So how can people find the information to get involved with you with that?
Well, we're at communitymindedpartnerships.com. Site's being revamped, constantly changing, but then we're at the organization CMP on Instagram.
So Sung, when people hit you up all the time, hey, what is the magic of running a successful restaurant bar business? What would you tell a person the first thing that they need to do?
Don't give away no secrets.
Yeah, we can't give it. We're gonna give away the tidbit of just a little something.
No, you gotta know that it's not a 9 to 5. Yeah, it's not a 9 to 5, and you have to be willing to put in hours on your feet. And if you're not willing to put in 100%,
It's not gonna work.
it's not gonna work.
So now you've had the restaurant, you've been there for a while. When we came back from the pandemic, when did you guys look up and say, hey, you know what, we're kind of back?
Probably.
It's like,
We're still trying to figure it out. I mean,
And the part is that you're like people who don't go to they don't understand the back end stuff. Like you go to a restaurant and they say you see empty tables, you're like, oh, there's a 30-minute wait. You're looking at like a wait.
right.
Because now a lot of people in the industry and a lot of industries say, hey, the business is there. We don't have the people.
Right.
We don't have the people to be able to do it. So you guys came through, you looked up and said the crowd comes back. It's a different new normal now. But when did you guys look up and say, hey, you know what, we're gonna be okay?
I mean, I would say really up until I would say 2 or 3 months ago, where we really were able to. I mean, you have a lot of different influences besides, you know, you have a lot of new places opening, just a lot of stuff like that. That you kind of got to adjust and look and say, okay,
and it's not
we
just-
have our market and we're good. Now we know how to cater to our market. We know what works for us. So I'm more comfortable where we are now, and I would say about 2 months ago.
right, and it wasn't just the pandemic. You also have inflation.
Yeah.
You know, it's really
Yeah.
people in the pocket.
True.
Everyone's rent is higher, groceries are higher, gas is higher.
You know, and that's the thing. So like And I feel bad for people who have families. And when you hear the restaurateurs like, yo, this is crazy.
Yes.
Well, I remember when I
Yes.
would have a little, stuff, foolishness in the shopping cart. I got me
Mhm.
some shrimp, I got me some this, a little bit of stuff. It used to cost $40, $45. Then it went to like $60. Now it's like $80.
Yeah.
You're looking at this and saying, at what point, like even a restaurant, like,
Mhm.
all right, 12 wings or 10 wings. And then they were like, hey, well, you could do like the Chinese restaurants. They had the best model. They just like really don't worry about the price up on the window
Right.
because it's changing. You see, they didn't erase,
Scratch it out.
scratch it out.
Yeah.
Finally, they're like, forget it.
Yeah.
When you get in here, it's hot.
Right.
You understand what time it is
Right.
because when you go buy chicken wings, a pack of chicken wings used to be, I don't know, $12, $14.
Mhm.
Now all of a sudden, like, when did chicken wings get like they, the
Oh, yeah.
upper echelon?
I mean, it's not just the price of the chicken wings.
The oil.
It's
I mean,
heavy.
The price of the frying oil.
the
doubled.
biggest shock to me was the oil when we used to
It's-
pay
it's
like
more than- it's more than
17
doubled.
for the 5-gallon drum we did.
And
with
you
Hub,
look-
and now it's like $36.
No, it's like $42.
42 and it was $17.
Okay, so as a business owner,
Mhm.
how do you didn't go in business to lose money,
Right.
but then you can't pass everything on to the customer.
Yes.
What do?
I mean, adjust your lifestyle. I mean, if
Yeah.
you want, I mean,
And that's it.
Yeah.
kind of cut back on some of the things, your luxuries. I mean, until things get better. That's about, I mean, the only thing.
Do you adjust certain things on the menu to be like, the price of that went out of this world,
Mhm.
and we can't have that because we can't charge people, crazy prices.
Yeah.
Does that happen? You always have to constantly look at the men, not just that, but look at talent, look at parties that you guys are the master at the whole social media game with, the things you have going. You guys always got stuff, and it's always just like, yo, this is a fun place to be,
Mhm.
and that was last week, and that
Mhm.
was this week, and then
Mhm.
like, next week. How do you adjust that and figure out ways to try and keep money coming in the door? Because ultimately, in a business, that's the bottom line.
I mean, from my point of view, I often feel bad promoting so many parties, and it's almost like I don't want to feel like I'm tricky. Come experience it for yourself. That way, we don't have to promote as much. I mean, like you heard Coach K saying, like, no, you guys, you don't really have to sell me anything. I don't want to sell anything to you. So I hate really posting a lot of flyers, but you have to
Yeah.
kind of let people know what's going on. But I want to get to that point where people know where to find us and they can just come on their own and just know our consistency. You're going to get what you pay for.
All righty.
So-
So let's go down the lineup. What you guys got coming up? You guys always got some cool things coming up.
What do we have? I know with Ugly Christmas party, holiday season's coming. So we're doing an ugly sweater and kicks. So your kicks are your shoes. So doing tennis shoes and sweaters, party for Christmas. New Year's Eve, we have Rayvon. Shout out DJ Rayvon, Fat Cat, and DJ LC is going to be our New Year's lineup. For now, we may add one more to that. And the theme we're going to keep to ourselves for a couple more days.
Mhm.
But other than that, we do Sagittarius season. So if you want to come celebrate with us, come out. We had great DJs lined up for you to come celebrate again.
Most of our events, we try to do as many events as we can for free because we understand the economy. It's as often as we can. Reservations, we don't charge for reservations. Reservations are always free. So basically, even if you don't have a budget and you may not have the extra money, you can still come in and celebrate your birthday or whatever special occasion.
And that's something that people know you guys to be,
Mhm.
is that community as the community place. And it just comes with the test of time.
Oh, yeah.
People just get used to you being there, and like you said, take into account those are all little areas that businesses make money, like a
Right.
shipping and handling charge
Yeah.
Right,
or
right, right.
reservation. You're saying
Reservation fees.
we understand what time it is, and so congratulations and kudos. How social media? How can people find you out there?
Our Facebook page is 6335 Restaurant, and that's the number 63, the word 35 Restaurant. Our Instagram is 63, the word 35_official.
Official.
Underscore official.
There
Yes,
you
sir.
go. That's what time it is. Alrighty, anything else you want to let the listeners know about?
No, just if you have a birthday, anything coming up, celebration, Taco Thursday is tonight. Come
Mhm.
through. We have some great tacos, DJLC in the building tonight. So if you're just looking for something to do and kick back, nice light vibe, great food specials again.
Yeah.
Very
Inexpensive.
inexpensive night out, $20. You can eat and have a couple drinks.
Listen to some great music.
Listen to some good music and vibe, and other than that, just thank the community for supporting us,
But
um,
like I said, you guys are out there supporting people.
yeah.
I
and
mean,
it
from
comes-
every-
and it does come back, and I can say that a lot of people say people in Richmond don't support each other. I mean, we get enough support, not to worry about who doesn't support us. You know what I mean? So I really think, that's not true.
We don't measure wealth by money.
Right.
You know? The love is far more valuable.
Right.
That you know what, and it comes through. It's always a pleasure seeing you guys. It's been a minute.
Oh yeah.
You know what,
You
like
as
you
well,
said.
Mike, and thank you. For
And
everything
funny,
you've
so
done.
you was over at shout out to my good friends over. Like I tell people, big love for conservative radio. Shout out to my man John Fredericks. He gave me the keys to the kingdom
Oh yeah.
and taught me how to do this thing right here. So make sure you support WJFN over there on German School Road. They got some great things. My man Al Green is over there as well. 6335 doing big things in the community. So on the mic of Mike King here. We got Sung and Johnny. We'd like to thank them for coming on the program. You can follow them, 6335. Go check them out. Great times there, great entertainment, cool vibe, supporting the community. That's what they do. So on the mic, Mike, as I always say, the microphone ain't free. Plus my grandkids need stuff. Say, I saw my wife said something about your daughter with the cowboy boots on. She was just
Oh
like,
yeah. She
yeah,
loves
yeah.
it. She loves it.
Loves them. She had it because
Yeah.
I like country music. I like cowgirl boots. So she's got a pair.
And
When
so-
we went for the photo shoot, I want to wear these.
Say, and my wife saw that this
Yeah.
morning. She's just like, because she wants to get my granddaughter some, and she's just
Oh
like,
yeah.
that was a nice look. So you know,
Oh yeah. That's
shout
my
out to.
thing.
Hey, who took the pictures for you?
Oh, shout out to Wayne, man. Wayne, dude with the camera
That-
on
that's just the-
Instagram.
yeah.
Dude,
Is great.
Yeah.
Says dude
Dude with
the
the
camera.
dude with the camera.
yeah.
Okay, all right. So make sure you shout out.
Studio's not too.
Hey, all right.
far.
So Coach, Coach K said always a great time there. Yes, it's always a great time at 6335. We got to run on the mic. Mike, we got to go. Take care now.
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, that interview was awesome.